call on Jenni Minto, who will be followed by Rhoda Grant. Ms Minto, around 4 minutes, please.
Thank you, Presiding Officer, and I thank Donald Cameron for bringing this important matter to the Chamber. For almost 100 miles, the A83 traverses Argyll and Bute from Tarbert on Loch Lomond. It snakes its way through mid-Argyll and then south into Kintyre to Campbelltown. It links towns, villages and islands. It links people across Argyll and Bute with neighbours, businesses and the lifeline services we all depend on. The road is also, as Donald has said, Argyll and Bute's main link to central Scotland. But there's one section of the road that's infamous for landslips, closures and long diversions, the Rest and Be Thankful. I know the road well. It is my route home, so this is personal. I have seen the mitigation work progress over the last 16 years. The catch pits, the wire slip capture nets, the resurfacing of the old military road, the building of the Bund, and now the commencement of a woodland aiming to stabilise the slope. But we do need a long-term solution. Donald Cameron has clearly set out the history and impact of the closures and detours on Argyll and Bute businesses, and I'm going to concentrate on the social and societal impacts. One of my constituents living in Tarbert has regular appointments in Glasgow. When the Rest is open, it's a straightforward drive, 2.5 hours each way. But if the Rest is closed, then it's a journey of 2.5 times as long, a mixture of driving and catching ferries. This is not ideal when you're healthy, but it's so much worse when you are ill. My constituent and their care partner are so concerned about the impact on their health of the anxiety that comes with any hospital appointment that they are questioning whether they should attend. This should not be happening. At the kirking of Parliament on Friday evening, the moderator of the Church of Scotland reminded us as elected representatives of the importance of walking in our constituents' shoes. I believe this is a situation where we must do just that. Before every journey, my constituents are checking the road reports and weather forecasts, just in case the Rest may close. Working out the best way to travel, deciding whether they need to travel the day earlier, and the added expense of that, both monetary and time-wise. 3 weekends ago, for example, there was the perfect storm. An accident closed the A82 north of Tyndrum, with traffic diverted via Connell, a single-track bridge, resulting in horrendous tailbacks, and then an accident in Tainault. And on top of that, the Camanachd Cup final was being played in Oban, so accidents and increased traffic volume on a fragile road resulted in gridlock. Everyone in Argyll and Bute recognises that the solution to the Rest and Be Thankful landslides must be done safely, but they ask that this situation be treated as an emergency. We already have strategic timber routes. I would suggest that this is a strategic lifeline route. I ask the Transport Minister to ensure that my constituents' voices, both communities and businesses, are listened to at the A83 Task Force meetings. The Task Force is there for everyone. I also ask too that he looks into the possibility of appointing an independent chair for these meetings, and finally that the dialogue between Transport Scotland and Argyll and Bute is on a more regular basis. The positive news this week of the addition of the MV Utne to Calmac's service shows, I believe, the positive changes the Transport Minister is making. I hope he continues in this vein with regards to the Rest and Be Thankful. So to finish, Presiding Officer, the people of Argyll and Bute are resilient. And as one of them said to me, they don't go bothering people until it gets really bad. Well, it has got really bad. The health and welfare of my constituents and their businesses are at risk. For too long, they have been victims of the geology of Glen Crow and now look to the Scottish Government to solve the A83 problem once and for all.